I'm smiling a broad smile. I can still see my sexy body splayed out on your bed, my chest covered in your cum, going down between my pretty tits. I can see him climb on top of me, not to fuck me, but to lick me clean. To save that for later. But you taste like heaven. I couldn't blame him.
Say, can you see light? What's the problem with shouldn't have turned down those cue cards.
Welcome back to United States of Australia. I am the Aussie guy, and I can confirm the WATP is scripted, and boy, was my script shit. Anyway, we are here to talk about the revelations from, the revelations from Hackamania, and to join me doing it is my friend and yours, just Josh. Fucking hell. I'm too busy focusing on the intro, and I forgot I got to click it. I got to click the thing. G'day, Josh. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm here, Ozzy. I'm here.
Yeah.
And I did see there was a lot of shit going on at Hackamania this weekend, but did you also hear that Robbie still somehow broke the internet last night? He fell onto his laptop again.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. Like when you turned an iPad into a taco. Anyway, also joining me is, I don't know, a man I probably do way too much streaming with, Cool Pineapple.
That's a good plug. Hello, mate. Yes, Robbie is still fat. I can confirm. That's my comment towards that as well.
Right.
The pineapple with the best hair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So you both have stung him with the fat jokes. Now joining us is a man that thought the only gross part of the Aaron Imholt cum eating was the fact that he licked it off a woman. Robbie the Mariner fan.
Why couldn't we have just gone 3 for 3 with the gay jokes this
Okay, sorry. I'll do a gay joke for you.
Freudian slip. My God. Well, let's get into it. Jesus Christ.
Never fail to completely throw you off.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how I intro you. Every time I intro you, you've got nothing to begin with. You're always flustered. It's what I love about you, Robbie. It's great.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad I'm here to be flustered.
Robbie's got a segment for us later, and I said in the description, we're not letting him off the hook this week. So stick around later on once we've done all the fun stuff. Let's see.
You never know. Nuclear war could start off with India and Pakistan. You never know what could happen.
That's true. That could be some fun stuff to talk about. But yes, obviously, we have to kick the show off with
Aaron's boring, and April adds nothing. It's gonna be great. We're scripting this morning. Come on. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's gonna be mediocre as fuck. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp.
Rudy.
Yes. God damn it. I forgot to check the name in the chat again. Always comment. So, yes, obviously Hackamania. The evidence was presented at Hackamania. Now, obviously, it was a $30 purchase US dollars to check it out. But a couple of people did get away with stream sniping it and giving it away for free. I noticed there was some goings on Rumble, etc. And of course, there's been clips put out all over Twitter. So we thought we would discuss some of the, I guess, the key points of the Aaron Imholt evidence. Echo, what have you seen of the evidence so far over the weekend?
So I've tried to keep out of it, to be honest, the Aussie guy. As we all know, I am the least educated out of everyone on Towing the Lie with regards to steel toe stuff, and I'm very proud of that. As you've shown at the beginning of this was the text that was sent over towards Nick, I assume from April. I've tried my best not to watch any of it. You know why? Because I didn't pay the $30, so I don't fucking deserve it.
That's fair.
But if you didn't, feel free to go watch it on Discord. You can go visit Smoketopia. I believe they're playing it for free. So yeah.
Yes, and look, at the end of the day, I think Melton even joked about the fact that it was a promotion tool of like telling everyone that he was going to strike their channels, is to get people talking about Hackamania. So look, who knows? But we got a few clips and. A couple of the key, basically just the AI voices. Now, the first one I want to go to actually is probably the worst thing about all of this. I thought this was the worst thing to come out of this evidence. I found this fucking horrendous. Now, I couldn't find a clean version of this from Hackamania where the AI Aaron read it out. So supertip.gg/USOA. If anyone wants to put this into our Supertip AI to get this read out, but I got to bring this one as an image on screen because I couldn't get the AI version on video. So here it is. This is a message. Where is it? Here it comes. This one. If those kids had obviously to go and I still had April, I could make it. If April was gone and the kids were here, I don't know, man. I know angels don't fall to earth. I know what I have. That is, whatever the motive is behind saying that is horrible. You know what I mean? Like, it's either he's willing to give up his kids for this woman, or he's using this as a manipulation tactic to try and guilt her in or whatever. Like, this made me go, oh, this guy is really a genuinely horrible person. Like, this is gross on so many levels. Yeah.
Bad dad.
So yeah, that's I
just feel bad that I read that at 2:30 in the morning and was genuinely confused because I thought he meant to type out the word yogurt, and I was.
It's not all about food, Robbie. Jesus Christ.
I'm telling the truth.
There's a chocolatey yogurt type thing, but it's like just a sugary dessert called Yogo in Australia. So if the kids had Yogo, I'd be fine.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get into the first script. Well, Robbie, you definitely went ahead and watched. I sent you a a dirty link to go check out.
Right after they mentioned you, I fell asleep with my headphones on, so I can't be held accountable for anything I said after they talked about you. But I listened from the.
Wait, talked about me.
What link did you watch, Robbie?
Who talked about me?
Then the Hackamania.
Oh yeah, sorry, fucking Win by 2. I think mentioned me later when he was having a good. No, I'm talking about just the stuff at Hackamania. Anyway, wow, good. All right.
Anyway,
fuck it. Oh God. Let's start with where it all began, and this is the one I thought was very funny. Aaron talked about how he talked April into the whole thing. He's telling Nick. Again, this is just AI reading a text message for those that don't already know.
With April, I wish I could think of some ahead of time. What her and I have is incredible physically and emotionally, and this has only accentuated that. I know she is very into you, and I love that. I really had to bring her out of her shell to feel free in bed, talking about you and understanding that I find it sexy. No!
So shout out, by the way, at Misery. This is all of these are off Twitter from Misery Clips. Misery loves clips at Misery Clips on Twitter. He posted all these little short little clips. So that's where I picked up all of these ones from. Anyway, Aaron definitely very keen on the.
I had given him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, no person could be this seriously fucked up, but I guess
he's fucked up.
He's into it as well, isn't he? Very into it.
Yeah.
It certainly comes across that way, and it does. I think it does escalate over the coming ones, but I particularly appreciate the ones that are actually Aaron's text messages because that is actually Aaron. But we'll go over it. To be fair, it's easy to fake a text message or whatever.
That's true.
But I don't think the Ricators need to go to that stoop to that level. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that one I thought was fun. Aaron really talking April into it.
And he found it sexy. It's like,
yeah,
no part of this is sexy. It's fucking disturbing.
Well, I don't know. Let's hear how it goes.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Just save yourself the, I don't know. Like, what part of eating cum is sexy? That's disgusting.
Well, we get Robbie. Let's just, let's not blow our load and lick it up straight away. Hey,
don't worry, Robbie. We will explain to you exactly what is sexy about licking up cum. Don't you worry. You just wait there, mate.
So yeah, we established there. Aaron talked to it. So now we get to. So I just did a Geno and trailed off. Aaron talked April into it. And he finds it sexy. So now we get into April messaging Nick Ricator about this particular topic.
I feel like I haven't been honest with you about something, and it's how fucking often he needed to ask me how your big cock felt pushing into me and how he bet it fit perfectly inside me, even though it was a stretch.
Oh, Jesus!
So, does sound like it's a bit of a kink, which I gotta say,
kink shaming.
ain't judging in any way. Aaron, I guess we're gonna get to I'm gonna ask everyone what they think Aaron will do tomorrow on his morning show, but I'm going to put it out there, like, you may as well own it. Like, just own it. It's the best way to go about it because everyone will back off at that point. Like, good for you. If that's what you're into, have a good time with it. But
that's exactly what trolls will do, Aaron. They will go, fair enough, mate, and leave you be. That's exactly what will happen. So go right ahead.
Shut up, Eccles.
I agree with Eccles for once.
Well, I mean, of course. All right. Anyway, she mentioned in that, that I haven't told you how often. Now, of course, Nick's follow-up question was, well, how often was it? So we get to our next one from April, and April says, how often?
Every time I ever had sex with him after you wrecked me on your birthday. Those bloody sheets keep Aaron coming. He brought it up all the time, and we'd have to fuck as soon as he brought it up.
Yeah, that's a little kink in.
This might be my favorite of all of them, just because of how descriptive April is with it. I love the after you wrecked me on your. I'm sorry, I'm going back. Like this
every time I ever had sex with him after you wrecked me on your.
Wait, Robbie, you're talking over it.
Only one AI at a time, Robbie.
Yeah, Jesus.
Wow.
You wrecked me
They
on your
can't
birthday.
replicate me. I'm sorry.
Fuck
me.
Get it all out, Robbie. Get it all out now.
I'm good.
Let's go. Here we go.
Every time I ever had sex with him after you wrecked me on your birthday.
The AI does a great job of spin that out, but after you wrecked me on your birthday,
really added the emphasis.
It's fucking great. NJ Ranger, we're going to get you back on the show, actually, NJ Ranger. Thank you very much for $1.99. Baby bird, baby bird, baby bird, baby bird, baby bird. Yes. Was Opie screaming that when it happened? This is the baby bird on Opie and Anthony with the eggnog competition.
Yes, disgusting.
That possibly is a direct quote from Opie that day. I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't standing there screaming, "Baby bird, baby bird." Anyway.
Those bloody sheets keep Aaron coming. He brought it up all the time, and we'd have to fuck as soon as he brought it up.
Oh god.
So that again, this one's my favorite because of that bit at the end. Now again, it's the cuckery, but you know what we've talked about with Aaron? Like, what's his history? His history is crimes against women and bullying women and misogyny, right? Just listen to this again.
He brought it up all the time, and we'd have to fuck as soon as he brought it up.
Fucking goddamn it! I didn't go back far enough. I'm really sucking at this again tonight. There we go.
Hey, those bloody sheets keep Aaron coming. He brought it up all the time, and we'd have to fuck as soon as he brought it up.
Those bloody sheets keep Aaron coming. This dude gets off on her being fucked to death. You know what I mean? Like, he gets off on a woman fucking taking it hard. You know what I mean? Like, it's an aggressive thing that gets him off. Like, I don't know. That was fucking fascinating to me. I was like,
I was saying the bloody sheets would have made sense with an AI Australian voice there.
Those bloody sheets.
Those bloody sheets.
Those bloody sheets.
Sheets. Kept me coming all day.
So yeah, I don't know. I thought that said more than a lot of the stuff said, other than completely just bailing on his kids in theory. That one stood out to me as like, oof, this is like that real hatred of women thing coming through. He wants someone to abuse her the way he can't abuse it. You know what I mean? All right. We heard it at the beginning of the show with, I thought, what was Mersh's funny reaction. I found it very amusing, Mersh's reaction. But yeah, let's get to it. The cum eating clip, April telling that story. Wait, is that gonna? There we go.
I'm smiling a broad smile. I can still see my sexy body splayed out on your bed, my chest covered in your cum, going down between my pretty tits. I can see him climb on top of me, not to fuck me, but to lick me clean. Maybe I wanted to save that for later. But you taste like heaven. I couldn't blame him.
Oh, no! 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 No!
Again, I got to give April credit with the descriptiveness of it. I think she's a decent writer, and yes, we're gonna do it again. Let's do it again. Listen how descriptive April is.
I'm smiling a broad smile. I can still see my sexy body splayed out on your bed, my chest covered in your cum, going down between my pretty tits. I can see him climb on top of me, not to fuck me, but to lick me clean. Maybe I wanted to save that for later. But you taste like heaven. I couldn't blame him.
That's just you taste like heaven. I couldn't blame him.
What does heaven taste like? Could she have at least said like, hey, it tasted like a fucking Twinkie? I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we all need to take a load from Nick Recator and really find out.
I'm just saying, heaven. What's heaven taste like? Come on.
Am I the only one getting nauseous at all this?
I thought you were getting hungry.
I'm numb to it these days. Now look, let's discuss it. I called this evidentiary hearing. Let's discuss the evidence. I will be fair to Aaron. Well, let's all say what we think Aaron will do tomorrow, and give our overall summary of it. I'll obviously go first and say Aaron will say it's a coke addict, bitter ex-wife lying about me, for sure about that stuff, and he'll not own up to it at all, and that's fair. Like, it is way after the fact that April said this stuff to Nick, like after Aaron had been all over the internet talking all kinds of shit about April. So there is definitely a motive to make it up on April's side, and I've encouraged her to make up bullshit myself. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. He's been talking shit about you. Why don't you talk about? So I believe this is all true, but I've seen enough of Aaron to know that he'll just, she's a cokehead liar. That's what he's going to say tomorrow, in my opinion. He'll something crack whore, liar, bitter ex-wife, something along those lines is what he'll say. Echo.
Yes. So, as always, I don't have one answer. I've got two answers. So I've got the answer what he's going to say and what he should say. So he's going to say, well, if you think that's bad, look at these text messages, and he's going to play some very out of context, not very exposing messages where he's kind of like, can you believe what they sent here? Because that kind of sounds somewhat different to what you saw before. And that's going to be a massive win for the toe. What he should say is, that's weird. Look how descriptive she's being in here. It's almost as if Nick has got some sort of fetish, which she gets turned on by, humiliating other people. So what can we really take from there as an honest answer? And then everyone would go, good point, Steel Toe. But unfortunately, he won't go with that. He will go with, look at this text message. What a bitch. What a cunt.
Echo, you don't give yourself a lot of credit very often, but that was actually a very intelligent thought.
I know.
As to a potential motive of that. So very, very good. I like that. In terms of what he should do, I would lean into the drugs thing and the Molly, because he was into the Molly. He did like the Molly, and say Molly makes you do some fucked up things. Just say that. Like everyone will go, yeah, right. Everyone gets their one gay drugs experience. Let's
You've had a gay drug experience, Ozzy?
No, it's a joke, Robbie. Jesus Christ. Robbie, what's your takeaway? What do you think he's going to do, and your overall assessment of it?
Well, I know what I would do, which is just deny. Wait, so
well, you do already, so yeah.
I don't even know April. Is what Robbie
So who leaked these text messages to the Hackamania people?
Nick Ricada and April.
Okay, that's what I was just asking. I was making sure it wasn't April. Couldn't he just say it was all made up, like for clout? Like, wouldn't that just?
That's what he'll do for sure. He will say they're lying.
That's what he's going to do then. I don't think he's going to say drugs because.
No. What I'm saying
that
is
makes sense.
Enough people believe it to where it's like, yeah, fuck it, just say the Molly made me do it.
Yeah, but then people will be like, oh, but that makes you look somewhat bad too, because I think in all this, he's been trying to be like, I'm the least bad of the three. If you're doing gay sex because you're on that many drugs,
I mean, it's not gay sex. It's just eating a little bit of cum.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like,
I don't
know. I got in so much trouble the other day in my chat discussing a Nick Ricada clip. And I was my argument was, it's a little bit gay for Nick to be in a relationship, first of all, with a guy in in my opinion, that's a little bit gay. And then I said, you know what's also a little bit gay is if one of the guys in that relationship licks your semen off somebody's body. I think that's a little bit gay as well. And I had people going, yeah, Nick didn't do anything gay. It's all Steel Toe. And I'm like, sure, even if I think you factually accurate, it's still a tiny bit gay that you're in a relationship with a guy and that guy licked your cum. That's a little bit gay.
I agree with that.
Yeah, look, I mean,
no, I think you'll just say.
I hate having to constantly say that I just don't give a fuck about Nick Ricada.
Sure.
I just knew their fight back was going to come at some point, and I was hoping it would be some good stuff. Josh, what are your thoughts?
The only way Aaron, well, there's no way he can put out this fire. He's just going to say, hey, look, I got smoke over here. I'm setting another fire. So he's going to defend himself. He's going to tell us he loves his kids. I mean, just like any dad would say.
He has to say he loves his kids.
If he doesn't come out on that platform alone, oh my God.
He better start with the first off, I never said this about my kid. If he first pivots to the other text, that's just as bad.
If he addresses the cum eating before the hating his children,
it should be I love my kids should be the first words out of his mouth. I love my kids.
There's a possibility I think he addresses him eating another man's cum before You address the kids. Which would be a
I
horrible look
think
on
that's a
his
very strong chance of that, Robbie. I think you're right.
I'll be honest. I think if you get overtime, he might mention his kids potentially.
Yeah, thanks, Robbie.
I'm sorry, I
Amy,
didn't know it was starting to disappear in this.
no, I was going for it, and then it was moving, and then you brought it up. Anyway, Amy Elizabeth, member for 2 months. Thank you very much. Are the text timestamp? I believe they are.
I saw some.
But I don't think necessarily they all were timestamped, but
it is very easy to fake a text. My dad, when that first
Of
started,
course.
those fake a text apps, one of his clients almost ended up going to juvie for like 4 years over it. And he's like, no, I swear these texts are made up. And the judge and my dad are looking at my client like, come on, cut the lie. And it turned out it was. The older people that represent people had no idea you could fake a text at the time.
Yeah. And look, I don't see... Like, of course, there is no need for them really to make this up. I think that's why everyone's going to believe it.
No, I don't think they are, but you know what I mean. It's just,
no, of course, but that's Aaron's plausible deniability. You know,
exactly.
That's and
that's what he'll roll with. Like the NSA to give them actual data logs or whatever.
Exactly. It's the court of public opinion, and I think the overwhelming public opinion is going to be that this stuff is accurate. But at the same time,
he has a couple sycophants that'll defend him. Probably, I think, maybe.
Oh no, he's definitely got supporters that will defend him. What I'll say overall, I think perhaps a fraction overhyped by Patrick Melton. He did talk it up a lot, and it was good. It was funny. It was funny and entertaining. Don't get me wrong; like it's a win for Hackamania. But I don't know. I feel like there might be some stuff that we didn't necessarily, or more stuff that we didn't necessarily already know about. It was
but they did have the fridge.
They did have the fridge. It was a lot focused on the commenting, but at the same time, in amongst that, some interesting stuff came out that I picked up on to be like, oh, this does speak a lot more to his character. And yeah, the kids thing, like that was just, that's nasty, man. Like, I can't believe he said that about a woman he calls a fucking crack whore now, by the way. Constantly on a regular basis, he calls her a crack whore. He was going to give up his kids for that.
She was an angel at that point.
Sure.
From angel to crack whore, just like that.
All right, well, we're leaving it there. That's Aaron for this week. We are now going to move on to our next subject.
Watch together. What do you think? We're going to do it. And it's going to be fun. Bing, 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 bing.
Bing, bing.
I just played that because I have to. I don't actually have anything from Keanu's show this week.
Oh, no.
I hate it so much. I wish you wouldn't have. It makes nails on a chalkboard.
I have to. Mr. Blue Sky member for 1 month. Aaron, I love my kids. I mean, yes, very good. Very good, Mr. Blue Sky. Eccles rated you a 7 earlier on What's Your Handle in the looks department. So congratulations.
Yeah.
But
you're a good looking chap.
Yeah, no, he is. He's a good looking dude. Yeah, I played the Kiki thing because she is a big part of
no loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like, there's no loyalty among all the fake people. Everyone in the chat, they're all fucking losers that fucking live vicariously through this shit. They have no fucking lives. Shut the fuck up with your opinion. It's a friend of telling you, shut the fuck up and talk about things you know about, but don't lower yourself to the level of this bunch of fair? No, you're not allowed to say to me, let's say you stole materialistic shit. Flapper.
Bro.
Still no Robbie. Say
join in, Robbie.
What do I gain by doing that? People will just make fun of me no matter how I do it.
We won't make fun of you.
Not wait.
Yeah, so don't just sit back and then not get made fun of. Just let us make fun of you.
Okay, well, replay it, and maybe I will.
Join in.
Well,
and
you know what?
Come, Robbie. Come on.
You know what? Everyone enjoys it so much.
And no loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like, there's no loyalty among all the fake people. Everyone in the chat, They're all fucking losers that fucking live vicariously through this shit. They have no fucking lives. Shut the fuck up with your opinion. It's a friend I'm telling you, shut the fuck up and talk about things you know about, but don't lower yourself to the level of this bunch of fair. No, you're not allowed to say to me, let's say you were stolen, materialistic stuff of shit.
Yeah, bro.
Think he's funny?
Hold on, Robbie.
I saw you do it, Robbie.
Yeah, it was good, Robbie.
I saw your mouth move.
Proud of you,
your
Robbie.
hand move. You did well. Echo, I do want to give you some. I was at Walmart. Sorry, I'll bring this up.
Yeah,
I was the guys punishing us. Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed. No, someone in the comments put a comment about that, which I thought is very. It's an accurate thing. The Gino rambling over his own theme song is very, very funny. And I thought we did need to bring that up. That was a smart move by you. Like, yes, we're ripping something off and stealing it. Yeah. But you did actually add some humor to it and some fun to it. So well done. Well done.
Yes,
it's,
well
like
done,
it's like when you're sniping someone who's doing a brilliant show and every so often you throw in a comment. That's what I did. I made it transform. It's great.
Anyway, I've got a couple of clips. We are going to hand the floor over to Robbie at some point. So I did minimize my content this week because I'm putting faith in my man.
You didn't tell me about the 20-minute segment.
Look at his
I had budgeted like 5 to 10 minutes for this. Jesus fucking
What do you
Christ.
mean budgeted 5 to 10? What's going on? Anyway, these clips aren't short, Robbie, so
okay, you made it, yeah, but you're making me all nervous.
Robbie, I'm the one carrying the weight at the bottom right now.
Oh, that's true. I'm crushing
you.
you.
Josh.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, this week, Kiki's back. So yeah, I didn't. Kiki was on vacation in Miami, I think, on the beach, and look, she has done shows since she got back and all that. But I was like, I'll give Kiki a break this week. But I tuned into Gino. And then I questioned myself. It's like, did I tune into Gino? What's going on here?
Hey, Jensa, can I get a Lucky Strike, preferably unfiltered? None of that sissy shit. You can't smoke in here.
Oh my goodness gracious! Hello everyone. It's in hot water time. Don't at me. I realize I'm red as a lobster. Oh, you found your glasses? My stupid idiot husband was running around looking for his glasses.
They hit go live. They play a 4-minute intro video. Then
a joke, maybe like they know it's so bad that's why they do it.
That's why I do it, Rob.
That thought has crossed my mind, Robbie, but what's the payoff to that?
That's a good point too.
Just doing a shitty start to your show every time. So yeah, there's like 4.5 to 5 minutes from the time you press go live to when you actually need to be ready to say, hey, welcome to the show. And he's still wandering around looking for his glasses. His fucking wife and board op has to intro the show for him. So there's a bit to go in this clip. It does take a while to really get going.
Do people think
nothing changed?
No, that's right. What's that, Echo?
I'm sorry, mate. I was just going to say, do people find it endearing? You know, like I know on our side we don't like them. We don't think they're good whatsoever. Yeah. I can only maybe understand if people are, that's Gino and Kiki. I'm prepared. Yeah. Not got anything ready as always. Like that's them.
It's the norm.
I think there's definitely people that, you know, again, I always hear that In Hot Water with Aaron Berg was a good show. I've heard that a lot. Right? I've not seen any evidence of Gino being good on any form of show, but apparently that was good. So I guess if you become a fan of someone and like someone at that point, maybe you do just go, yeah, this is who I like, and I'm going to keep listening to him. I don't know. Like,
well, there's like, to reference, so we started off as Mallertown, and Ben Maller has done radio for 20 years, and it's crazy how depending on who a producer is, at first that can, maybe they had a good producer when he was with that other guy, so that made the show good. But also, like, people will say, "Oh, this era of the show was so much better than this era," but that lesser era is still better than most, and you just ride with it, hoping it gets to the top again. Maybe once you like you're saying, once you find somebody you like, you just kind of stick with it and almost just remember the good old days while you're listening to the new stuff, and just
There's people that are still hanging on with Howard Stern.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah,
most of the super fans disappeared, 10, 15 years ago. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I say I don't know a lot, I've noticed, but it's hard to say. I see people across all these different shows. You'll always see somebody that says, "I don't know how anyone can find blank funny." And it's like, oh, I find them funny. But then you'll see them say, "I can't see how anyone would find this person funny." I go, "Oh yeah, I agree with that. That person's not funny at all." So I don't know. Everyone's different tastes, I guess, in humor, and some people cross over in different things and they don't in others. But I still don't understand what the humor is here with these two.
Running around looking for his glasses. Nothing changed. Did you find them in your hair? Welcome, everyone. Welcome to In Hot Water. It's me, Soundboard Kiki on the beach.
The baby voice.
Yes. And I think that's what she does.
I see a realm where I find him running around trying to find hair stuff endearing. The baby voice, there is nothing. No way you can spin that being entertaining or endearing or anything. It just nails on a chalkboard.
I think that's when she's sort of got nothing and is in a little bit of a panic.
Well, come up with something else that pisses me off for some reason.
Yeah.
I'll lie to you. It's depressing to come back from a beach. Very depressing indeed. Let me do this. Bing, bing, bing. Gino I can hear him milling around, so he's clearly not ready, not like me and my black baby that I brought back. I brought back a black baby.
Okay. Context?
Get it? Get it?
Well, because she's married to Gino. She's not confident enough to say the N-word. But she knows black. Black Gino will find it funny if I say black. It's a black baby. Comedy.
Good point.
Hi, Eugene.
Funny.
Yeah.
Get out.
Not a black baby, to quote John Petrillo, an island black.
What is that? Something untoward?
When me and Aaron used to do a show together, he said you would need an island black for the bachelor party. Jen down, give me a kiss.
It cannot work under these conditions. My skin! Ow!
What are you doing later today?
Oh, Kevin Brennan and Untoward Tuesday.
Here's
on my
the Permaseal fit.
Whoa, hang on. Is that a Freudian slip? What are you doing later today, Kevin Brennan?
Fucking on Tuesday.
He's got some.
Is he working as a doorman again? Jesus Christ.
So again, it's Gino's show, right? He's fucking around, finding his glasses, all of that, and then rather than just sit down in his spot in front of his microphone, no, let's come over here and I don't know. I assume that's a couple of shots of whiskey each or whatever that they like to do.
Some Jameson?
Maybe it is, but he's going to be waving a bottle of whiskey around very shortly. But yeah, I don't know. Stop saying I don't know. I'm now picked up on it.
I don't know.
Finishing sucking my dick, and don't you fucking talk to him. Is that clear?
What?
Keanu,
Stop.
don't fucking talk to him.
Stop.
I might have been winking out of my lazy eye. I was not. Was I?
Yes.
Oh my.
This is trying to make up for the other week when he really blew his top over nothing.
Get it? When he was really aggressive to his wife, remember? Yeah. And now it's funny because it's a joke.
It's a joke. Yeah, I'm just playing around this time.
Yeah. I didn't hit her this time. So, okay, cool.
God.
Fuck out of here.
Yep, that's not me.
If I were to have a baby, which I never will, black babies are the cutest. There he is.
Oh, hold on, one more time. I gotta.
Fucking...
I know. I'm so used to doing it alone.
Yeah,
I'm so
I bet
used to
you
being
will be
on
from
my
now
own.
on.
I'm gonna zoom in a little bit just because I can. You know who I missed more than you, Keanu?
I
don't know. Your glasses.
I missed you.
Oh, well, you moved the camera, so it's
Sorry.
No, wow, you hurt me. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. I had my mouth all right and everything, and then you moved it.
Not this again. Not this again. No, Aussie guy. No, this is worse than when we played the game of him talking for 5 minutes and he never got to his point. This is worse. This is a lot worse.
It's creepy.
Look, I can't help it. Yeah, how many times I've seen this bit and not clipped it? And what you're about to see, I can promise you I've seen at least half a dozen to a dozen times. Somewhere between 6 and 12 times I've seen this take place, and it's always whatever is in Gino's hand. But let's take a look.
Sorry. I'm a perfectionist. How is everyone? Oh, it's so good.
I was in the third dimension.
Which dimension?
The third, fourth, fifth dimension.
Unfortunately. Oh, no, let's go.
I'm not used to it. It's Wednesday, and I'm so out of practice. Oh, there it is. Hey, everybody.
Oh, boy, did I miss you. Me.
Hey, there you are. Hey, have a little. Just go right for the
And
button.
there it is. There it is. I've seen that so many times, whether it's his coffee mug or his glass of Jameson or whatever. He holds it up and gets Keanu to do the. It's genius every time. It was never not funny. Oh, that's basically.
Do you know? Right. So, Aussie guy, do you know what happens every time we do this? After this stream ends, I go to my wife, I hold her by her shoulders, I go, I'm so sorry. I'm ungrateful towards you at times.
Yeah.
I hug her, I kiss her, and then I go back to being a bad husband. But every time I see this bitch, I'm like, thank God I'm not married to someone who's so fucking annoying who I couldn't bear to be around.
Yeah.
So yes, I do feel grateful every time we get to see this bitch because she's just the worst. Absolutely the worst.
Oops. I'm going to that one in a second. Rochi says 2,387 times Aussie go. You're probably right. I assume you're talking about how many times they've done that bit. That's probably an accurate number. Rochi is very meticulous when he covers these things. Bang, you died. You'd think just based on being married that they would have at least a little chemistry. Agreed. Also, don't broadcast with your spouse.
Not ever.
Not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. So the next one picks up basically where that left off. And I thought this is just amazing what they've got to talk about. And it's a boring topic, and Gino seems to be more on point than he ever is. Like he seems more focused on
More
the
on
topic.
point.
Yeah, more
That's
on
accurate.
Making noise.
You don't know what I've been through. I wasn't sure if I was ever coming back. I was in the third, fourth, fifth dimension.
You missed some.
I got
into a fight with one of our number one fans, gay bitches. We made up, but it was funny.
Thank God we love that boy.
He's the best. He's the best. I'm like, at one point I'm yelling, and then it's like, yeah, and then it's said this all the time. This is how I am.
He just told a story. Did you guys miss it?
Totally.
Let's go back. Listen to this story from Gino. It's about 8 words.
He's the best. He's the best. I'm like, at one point I'm yelling, and then it's like, yeah, and then it's said this all the time. This is how I am. This is how I am.
He told a story in that. He did, because I understood it. He was like, I said some shit to you, and then he was, and then we're all good, you know. Like,
You left out a lot of details. Okay.
I mean, all of them, but
Yeah.
somehow I got it. I've got to give you that, Gino. Somehow I got it.
I think we're being a bit harsh. We're being a bit harsh to Gino here. We say that he goes off on tangents and never finishes stories. He manages to do one story in 8 words, and he doesn't even get a well done. Well done, Gino. That was brilliant.
No, I have to give him that. When I heard that, I was like, "What? Holy shit! That's a gift!" Because I knew what he meant, which is amazing. And I think his fans, like the people that tune in, I think they know what he means all the time.
Sure.
So you know that's why they're like, "Yeah, it's fine."
Someone said when you pray the Our Father, you should add stuff like
Father who art in heaven.
But you should add stuff like
be pan-fried coffee.
We've got nothing but pan-fried coffee now. Tell them why, baby. The whole house came.
How many times? Let's go back to Bang You Died's comment. You'd think just based on being married that they would have at least a little chemistry. The amount of times where he's on his way to something and she jumps in with something completely unrelated and it distracts him. And now we're off on what? What is it? Some sort of coffee?
Pan-fried coffee.
Pan-fried coffee.
What the fuck
Thanks,
is that,
Robbie.
by the way?
Apart whilst you were gone. You're fucking Island Blacks, and I'm fucking going in the red.
Oh boy, she sure did. Can I go now?
Yeah, you're free to go.
Oh, thank God.
So how was the trip, baby? Tell us about it. All
You
the fans
made the
missed you. I
bed. The
did.
bed was made once I returned home.
Yes, when you came back to where you belong.
How was your trip? The bed was made when I got home.
Honestly,
yeah.
honestly, she's like, I don't want to talk about all the guys that I blew. Okay, let's just. The apartment looked okay. Well done. Let's move on. Jesus.
To do your wifely duties.
Yeah, that's why you made the bed so you could bone me. I know it.
Yeah. 3 minutes in, she was getting boned. 4 minutes in, she was having a cigarette on the patio.
That's right. I don't like that you don't make the bed while I'm gone.
I don't. That's like why
making the bed is important in life.
I know. Did you ever hear that thing? The first thing you do when you get up, make the bed, then you've already accomplished something.
That's right. And it just looks like shit if you don't make it.
Yes. And when you have a room, and I realize that when you have I will sit in the apartment and from any direction, you can see the whole place. I know. But I love it. Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
He's beat us to it, Aussie guy. He's beat us to it. I had so many lines.
Isn't this what happens to beating down people? Is he's making a point and then he goes, "Oh, people are going to give me shit, so I've got to throw in the point that I'm in a tiny apartment because I'm flat broke and blah blah blah."
So are you saying I'm a broken down person because I always finish the punchline?
Yes, yeah. But I've said that many times. How many times have I said, "Robbie, I've broken you," and you react poorly to something? Yeah.
But you always seem surprised.
Well, I mean, it's anyway.
I like that you.
No, go what?
I think Aussie guy is mainly doing it in a jokey manner, Robbie. So sometimes when you act like a puppy that's been kicked, he feels a little bit bad. When you're like, "Yeah, no, you have broken me, and I've got nothing else to live for." He's, "Oh, fuck me, Jesus Christ, Robbie, just fucking around."
I thought we were making strides here. But,
yeah.
But don't worry, I'm going to beat the shit out of you if you fuck this up afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Make the bed. I really.
Oh, what happened there?
We do. It's great. Now, if you don't mind, ask me what I'm having a sip of right now.
What's he having a sip of right now, boys? Robbie.
Water.
Jameson.
I'm joking.
Come.
Let's see who's right.
Water.
No, water and two other things.
Robbie, how do you feel that you and
that's
Kiki
not
had
great.
the same
That's
answer?
a bad look. That is a bad look.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget supertip.gg/USOA. It's pinned in the
I
chat.
feel like all our big donors are doing Mother's Day celebrations at the moment, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, happy Mother's Day to all you Americans.
Oh, yeah, great point, actually. And because we do have some lovely lady listeners, and I mean, I don't know if they have kids or not, but if you do have kids,
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
And if you do have kids and they've done something nice for you, why don't you super tip him and tell him what they did? That'd be nice.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea, Echo.
There you
That's
go.
great. Let's have fun Mother's Day stories via super tip, told by Aaron Imholt.
Oh yes, Father of the Year.
Yes.
Oh, Rod.
Baby, because I had to look it up. What did I do last night?
I immediately when I got home,
Yeah,
I was
I'm sorry.
exhausted, and then he started bitching at me about a throat tickle.
No, I wouldn't call it bitching.
So again, he's doing something. He wants to talk about something, and she's distracting him again.
your credit, I'd call it just flat out whining.
Well, whining, being very nervous over a throat tickle.
It's not a throat tickle. It's very annoying. Like I ate sushi and God, look this.
We've talked about Kiki banging guys for coke, right? That's the right one.
Of course. Thank you, James.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Balmer. Thank you, Balmer. Watch Gino's hand. I didn't do a count. I don't have a counter, but just watch how many times Gino's hand goes to his nose in the rest of this clip.
What's up? Look this up while I'm talking.
Okay.
I ate sushi and then I'm doing a live stream for 3, maybe 4 people. But I don't care. It was a lot of fun. My buddy Jimmy plugging our show in 3 days over in Vineland.
To be clear, it's someone else's live stream.
Yes, 8:30.
Not your own.
Yeah, no, not mine. Mine, I get 8, 9 people. No, you guys are great. Love. But I was doing a stream, and right before I did it, I ordered sushi because we never eat sushi. And then I got it without Kiana because I was relaxed. I'm like, let me get it again, so she'll have some sushi when she gets back. So I eat I eat like a couple pieces, and right before I go on air, I eat another piece. And I'm telling you, I get on air and I'm like, I have a bone in, I have like rice or something in my throat. And I kept trying to cough it up and nothing. And then like 2 hours later, it's still there. I'm like, there's nothing there. So I Google all this stuff. And finally, I've come to the conclusion that I scratched my throat on like maybe a small bone or something, right?
What is he, me on WATP? What are we? What are all these details?
It was 7 to 8 scratches, by the way.
Yeah,
if you
it was
generally
somewhere in
say
that.
Yeah. But then he suddenly stopped. Then he said, yeah, I think it was probably more booger than coke, but it was just, I was like, stop touching your nose. What are you doing? But yeah, he did then stop completely and didn't go back to it. So anyway, he's asked Keanu to do some Googling on the situation. So yeah, he scratched his throat or something. It's a fascinating conversation, isn't it?
So far, so
But Google this.
I think it was this.
Yeah, what is it? A special sushi roller is blamed for killing 2 and poisoning 30 people. Is it a Kami Sushi on First Avenue?
I don't know. I'm just teasing.
I know, baby. I know.
What am I Googling?
Google worm. You get tapeworm from eating sushi. It's akanasi or something. It'll come up. Like it came up. And I'm like, this morning. I'm like, well, let me wake up in the morning and see if it's way worse or way better or in between. So I wake up and it's nothing other than it literally feels like I've got a little, like you ever have a bay leaf or like a little fucking piece of parsley stuck there.
A bay
leaf. That's it. I got the anaskanisasasis.
You don't eat bay leaf.
Shut up, idiot. He's talking about this. Don't focus in on the fucking dumb thing he said. Keep him on track. That's your job. Keep him on track. Anyway, this idiot is Googling why he's got a tickle in his throat. And he found something that he feels like matches up to it. If you've got an issue on any part of your body and you Google it, I promise you'll find something that's that probably leads to cancer or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you'll always find some ridiculous diagnosis that you think that's a fun fact. It's like, no, dude, you got a little tickle in your throat.
What I find bizarre from this, he was starting off by going, felt like I had a little like bone like stuck in my, and I'm like, yeah, I can kind of like relate to that kind of fit where you're like, oh, have I got something stuck? And then he's like, yeah, still had it like a few days later. So and then he even answers it and goes, I probably just like scratched my throat or something. And you're like, yeah, probably. And he's like, so what most likely happened was I got a worm from sushi. You're like, why? Is one of the most common side effects of having a worm that you have a scratchy throat, or is it more that you're like throwing up and shitting yourself and like nearly dying?
Losing weight.
That's the tapeworm trying to come out the top of his fucking throat right there. Like,
yeah, apparently so, yeah.
It turns out my little grift worked. Robbie, could you make air cool full screen for me, please?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Trying. It's not letting me.
Keep trying. Oh, you're doing so well.
Do I have to remove the video, maybe?
Yeah.
Well,
what
did I just do? Oh, there we go.
There it is.
Hey. All right. Cupcakes Corner with American Cupcake. Thank you very much for the $10. Grandma Cupcake, my mum, was not one for gentle parenting. Once a young American cupcake decided to talk back, and she grabbed the closest thing to put me, which was a cheese grater. I love my mum. She grabbed the closest thing to hit me, maybe, instead of put me. Hit me. And it was a cheese grater. That reminds me of my favorite Mitch Hedberg joke, which is I clean my cheese grater. Wait, what the fuck?
Right. Also, Aussie guy, do you have the same issue with soup tips where they don't go away if they're a word message? One way you can do it is I will click next. And if you, well, I haven't got next button, have I? So
yeah, no. I'll click next when I'm ready.
Okay. What am I just going to leave it up here the whole time then?
Yeah, well, for a moment. All right. Anyway,
We'll talk back to the host, Eccles.
Yeah, okay. This is very
my favorite,
guys.
My favorite.
I was teaching you how to fix it, but yeah, that's fine.
Oh, all right, passive aggressive.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. I'll bring up Mistress Meg then. So no one knows where the gifted membership tab is. Thank you for the $10, Mistress Meg. Yes, the gifted membership tab. Thank you very much.
It's a good-looking pineapple.
It is, and I'll hit that, and it's gone. Yeah.
Oh my god!
But I knew I was going to
learn how to do that. Okay.
I knew I was going to bring up the next one, right? And so I was leaving that one until I brought up the next one, and then I was
Robbie,
doing my favorite Mitch Hedberg joke, and then you just like, fucking idiot.
I'm right. All right. So on my one, I can't get rid of those messages. It doesn't disappear for me. That's what I thought you was having the issue with. I couldn't see that you had a second message. So apologies.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
At the very top of the screen, there's a skip forward button. You hit that. It gets rid of it.
Okay, cool. I'll give it a go.
Wow, I'm teaching Eccles something about the.
Thank you, Aussie guy.
What an amazing moment in the history of our show. Anyway, my favorite Mitch Hedberg joke is I was cleaning my cheese grater. He goes, "That's its positive name. They don't call it by its negative name, and that is sponge ruiner, because I tried to clean it, and now I have little bits of sponge."
Oh, that happened. I always say bay leaf because sometimes you'll put a bay leaf in sauce.
And then you take it out.
I know, but one time they didn't, and it wasn't me, but my roommate at the time, Mike Hayden, I'll never forget, he got the bay leaf stuck in his throat. He was like having a seizure.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I guess no one. So at any rate, it feels like that. And then I'm like, all right. So I look.
Wait, what?
What?
It feels like that.
He said the guy had a seizure. He goes, "That's what it feels like that." No. Jesus Christ, Gino.
This up, and I don't know if you know, but an Anisaki's worm, it's a marine roundworm, can found blah blah blah, and it's I'm reading it. It's like if you have that, from the raw fish, a bone in his. Okay, I get it. All right, well, I gave you that one. By the way, shout out J Ham, gifted 10 memberships yesterday. Thank you so much.
Yesterday, well done for yesterday, J Ham.
Yeah.
So, although he went blah, blah, blah over the whole description, he was getting somewhere. And then Kiki thought up the hilarious joke. Yes, he said bone in his throat 3 minutes ago. We all had a good laugh about it. But that distracted him, sent him off on another tangent. And I was like, it's enough clips for this week because my boy Robbie is going to bring something to the table this week. So that is the end of the Geno and Kiki stuff. Now, there's 82 people here now. I am going to keep an eye on how quickly they dip.
Come on, man. You don't have to give me that sort of pressure. Now I'm all flustered. I'm all like...
Would you expect anything else from me, Robbie?
I'm a little piggy. Here's my snout. Point. The fuck? Cunt. Fuck you. If that's the new Robbie's Rage, I quit.
So this week, I am irritated by Draymond Green, the mercurial power forward of the Golden State Warriors. and he complained that. Oh, 1 second, I gotta find that.
Robbie's gonna dox everyone and shit. I thought you had this loaded up.
I did.
Yeah, no, I've got it all prepared. I've got it all prepared for you.
I did. Where's the bookmarks?
You're good, Robbie.
So far, so good.
Where's the bookmarks on this?
I don't know.
I think I've got to go. I think I've got to go, guys.
Shut up.
There you go.
Hey, he's found it. He's found it.
Yeah,
now we can scroll down.
Okay, so this is him after kicking another or punching another guy.
And I'm great at basketball. I look like the angry black man. I'm not an angry black man. I'm a very successful, educated black man with a great family. And I'm great at basketball. I'm great at what I do. The agenda to try to keep making me look like an angry black man is crazy. I'm sick of it. It's ridiculous.
Now,
look like the angry black man.
Does this look like an angry guy to you? This is just in the last 2 years, by the way.
I got pounds in this bitch. I got hoes running in and I'm signing in it. I go by young boy and I set you up from talking shit.
No,
And I know this thing's focused. Can't come how I'm coming. I was a youngin' when they tried this. I been knocking niggas off. They never knew it was gonna come to this bitch. I been on some rider shit. I leave him dead. Got the whole city mad. I sit that boy by what he said. You respect like you mad. I put a bag on top your head. I was up in the pair, slip with PayPals under my bed. Cause bitch, I'm trying to flex something. Do something with all y'all. Soon as we get up on the walk, my youngin' punch his head off. Look, bitch, I'm out the north side. I'm busting, I won't stand down. I put the bitch up in a casket. Fuck up your headstone. Them niggas used to run a city. Don't even claim that. Don't say nothing cause the shit ain't serious. Don't make me tame that shit. Youngins running with me with it. They on some dangerous shit. Bustin' put you in your fitted. I call that gang assist.
Is this music gonna get us popped or what?
Yes, 1,000,000%. Yeah, for over a minute's worth. Yeah, for sure.
What?
That music's gonna get us popped.
It is?
On a copyright.
Yeah, probably going to get the channel
Oh,
taken
God
down. Yeah,
damn
for
it.
sure.
Not only is it going to, and then the worst part is it was trash too. Anyway,
Mm.
so that was just in the last 2 years. I saw some like you know how if you put it anyway. So he's also that didn't include where he got a player traded because he Superman punched his teammate in practice, gave the guy a concussion, and then instead of working out their differences, he demanded either this guy gets traded or I get traded. And of all this, I got to give him credit. Of all the excuses people would think of through all the years of Draymond Green, no one thought even he would have the audacity to play the race card from the bottom of the deck. But somehow he did. And he always talks about how he can't control his legs when he shoots. That's why he's kicked over 12 people in the nuts in, I believe, 10 years in the NBA. Do you know the body control it takes to even play moderately good basketball in college, let alone make the NBA? And he's saying, well, it's like a seizure. When I shoot the ball, my legs go everywhere. Bullshit. You're trying to kill people out there. And that's fine. I like a good villain. I don't mind if you want to nutshot people, you want to be the nutshot assassin, go right ahead. But don't blame race for once. Come up with something a little more creative at least. That's all I'm asking. Even people like Sam, or I think it's Sam Ocho, maybe it was him, the guy who wrote the book, How Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man. Even he was like, you could tell he wanted to be like, yeah, Draymond's right. This is a race issue. They're keeping the black man down. Even he's like, nah, man, you're just a psychopath. So that's my rage this week.
I'm with you. I mean, I've never liked Draymond, and it wasn't even for being a dirty player.
And I forget one thing.
Cool.
He also said, I'm not a bad guy. I'm educated. I've got a master's, all this. You know who also had a master's and a PhD? The Unabomber. Just because you went to college doesn't mean you're not a psychopath.
Fair. Now, again, I have never liked Draymond Green. I think he's fucking got an overinflated sense of self-worth. Jay Scoop, if he was here, would tell me all the things he does for the Golden State Warriors.
Scoop would probably say.
Yeah. But yeah, all the things he does for the Warriors to make
on earth that you have than Draymond. I'm sorry.
I know I said it was your segment, Robbie, but once you sort of hand the reins over, you got to let the person talk, right? Yeah.
No. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, Deadpool's here.
Oh, hello, Deadpool.
And we got a voice one this time. Get Echo
Make me
large
big.
for me, Robbie. Beautiful.
Goo goo gaga goo.
Good point, honey.
Also, I'm fat.
Spot on.
Thank you so much, Deadfall, for the $20 there. Poor old Rochi. I know I had some fun with Rochi a few weeks ago, but I love that dude. And, but it is funny that Deadfall gets him every single time with I'm fat and all that. So very good stuff. Yeah, Draymond. I agree with you. The race thing, it's nothing about race, dude. Like, you're a dirty player and you're shitty to people and you think you're way better than you actually are. And I hate players that are like bit players on a team. Like, again, I know he has a significant role with the Warriors, but it's not him that's winning the championships. It's Steph and KD when he was there and Klay Thompson, etc. So it's frustrating that he rates himself so highly and runs his mouth so much. And then when people call him a dickhead, it's like, oh, well, it's because I'm black, isn't it? It's very...
No, it's because you're a dickhead.
Can I ask Robbie a question about this chap? Is that okay, Rob?
Why are you asking my opinion? Go ahead.
Because it's your segment, so I want to ask you a question.
I just got criticized for over talking people. You say whatever you want. I'll sit here.
I want
he
you
wants to ask you a question.
Ask you a question.
I've broken you, Robbie. I've broken you.
I always call Aussie guy Rob and Robbie. That's for sure. Anyway, motherfucker. So the argument that he had initially was that people call him an angry black man, yeah? And you provided that video to counteract that, essentially, to prove him wrong. But I want to say, from what I saw there, he's actually absolutely right. He doesn't look like an angry black man. He just looks like a black man, from what I could see. That's absolutely normal behavior throughout the entire video. So I'm defending him here. I think you're being racist, Robbie, and I think he was being just a normal black man with normal black man behavior. Okay?
Don't do that to me.
No, dude, you have no idea how racist he was being in the most sarcastic possible way.
I know, but I don't even know what to say because I feel like I'm gonna get sucked in with his racism tornado right there.
There's a tapeworm right there in the top coming out. It's tickling.
I know.
It's tickling right here.
Thank you for your answer.
I didn't think that was going that way. I thought he was going to ask a legitimate question about basketball or something. Then he just let me throw a hydrogen bomb of racism on this stream. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was the bit, and you play along with it. Anyway, Josh, who you Draymond Green?
Oh man, Draymond, what can you say about this guy? Like you said, I haven't liked him since he's been in the league. I didn't like him at Michigan State. Guy's full of himself. I think maybe he thought he had to be an enforcer with the Golden State Warriors when he got on there and said, wow, you've got the Splash Brothers, nowhere near that kind of level of basketball. I think Draymond just found his role, and he's, like you said, he fits it nicely. Maybe every team needs somebody like that, but I'd like to see his ass go up against the Bill Laimbeer back in the 80s against the Pistons. That guy was a fucking enforcer.
Look, your point is, it's a good point you bring up. Like, Steph and Klay needed protection. Less so Klay, but Steph in particular needed protection for sure. So you do need someone that's willing to get down and in the mud, if you will. Mm-hmm. Shout out Chad Zumot.
You don't have to Superman punch a teammate, though. That was going to be the third option.
I mean, you're exaggerating a bit. Though. Well, the Superman punch makes it sound like a bit, because that's like Roman Reigns' finisher.
No, he did. He did like a textbook Superman UFC punch back in the GSP era. It just knocked Poole out cold.
Yeah, I've seen the video. I don't know. Yeah, he punched him in the head.
It was an impressive punch.
Yeah, he punched him in the head for sure. I don't think we need to overstate it.
From just a normal black guy, he wasn't angry. It's just normal.
Can't believe you brought up race, Robbie, when we were trying to just have a nice normal conversation.
That's me, racist Robbie.
Oh, that's a good little tag. Racist Robbie's rants.
Yeah.
Rage.
Robbie, this is probably all you prepared for, right? Yeah. Did you prepare for the Bill Belichick thing, or?
I could talk about it. I don't have any clips. It's more of like a. There's
but you're ready to go with something to talk about.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. Let's do it.
I don't know if anyone's seen about this isn't really a rage, it's just more of a topic, but it is interesting that every era there's like a coach. Stop laughing, you're making me irritated.
Oh no, not on a Robbie rant. Don't get him angry. Jesus.
See,
that'd be terrible.
Like, I'm actually now upset about how much I have broken him. I was laughing about something because you did something that was like, oh, he's going to give me shit for that, and so you kind of tried to fix it, and so I laughed at that. So it's like I'm in his head right now while he's doing this.
You're always in my head. I go to bed thinking about how I wonder if Ozzy's pissed off at me right now. I probably lose an hour or two of sleep a week thinking about you.
Wow. Did you hear that, everyone? That's worse than the Aaron Immold stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I've completely forgotten what I was going to say about Belichick now.
It's right. It's right. Hey, we're just having some fun. It's fine. Focus. You're good.
Okay.
Let's go.
So I believe his girl. So Bill Belichick's widely known as the greatest coach in NFL history. It's like, here's Bill Belichick, and second is here to most people, not everyone, but to most people. So he retires from the league, and then out of nowhere gets a job or accepts a job with a college team, North Carolina. And at about the same time he accepts it, maybe it was a couple months beforehand, he starts dating this girl. What the fuck? I have severe ADHD. What do you expect me to do?
He's pulling a Kiki on you and trying to throw you off. Stay on course. Stay on course.
Thank you, Josh. He kikied you. Yeah.
Hey, Kiki. Bing.
Jesus, what the fuck was that? It looked like a pineapple having an orgasm.
He started licking his lips.
Anyway, so he's dating his 24-year-old named Jordan. Everyone called her Jordan until she snapped at somebody. It's not Jordan, it's Jordan. So anyway, she's this crazy lady. Her mom, the only reason I'm bringing this up is it came out that her mom runs an antique sex toy museum in Providence, Rhode Island, I believe. And that's just fascinating to me. Who dedicates their art or their life to the art of the sex toy? I just wanted to bring that up. It's fascinating to me.
I thought you were going to go another route because there's a massive story. I heard, I saw a clip of Pablo Torre is working on a story. He's got a podcast interview of how absolutely psychopathic this Jordan bitch is.
I mean, have you seen her out here? Let me try to Google.
She's pretty fucking hot. Like, I'll definitely give it to Bill on that.
Mid, and I'm usually I'm a fat guy who gives everyone the benefit of the doubt when it comes to looks because you know what I mean.
Has the
Did
university?
You say I'm usually a fat guy?
Only sometimes.
Has the University of North Carolina told her not to come around now?
Well, I know that they would.
No,
Hard Knocks.
That's what Pablo Torre said.
Hard Knocks was going to do North Carolina.
Okay.
And they said, we're out. We can't deal with this bitch. That's
Yeah,
on record.
And you know that. Do you guys understand how crazy she'd have to be to say for Hard Knocks? They would have broken. The only year that would have got better ratings would have been like the Jets with Rex Ryan. Everyone and their mother, who was even a marginal sports fan, would have watched at least the first episode of the Hard Knocks with Bill Belichick, and they were still like, "No, we just can't share the field with her." Just a second. Crazy eyes. That right there is
no doubt about that. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. But she's a pretty girl, nice body.
You can see all the way around her eye. That's a serial killer in disguise.
Yes, but as April said about Nick, I would wreck her for sure.
You would leave bloody sheets.
Bloody sheets. You would leave bloody sheets.
That bit will haunt me. That moment, that comment, the bloody sheets.
That's why I replayed it a couple of times.
She's going to kill him.
And don't get me wrong, she's out of her fucking mind. I don't know if you saw the interview that Bill Belichick did. What was that on CBS? And she was like, "We're not answering that question." It's like, well, Bill,
it wasn't like
Bill's been doing that for 30 years,
right?
right?
Like the 60-minute, one of their. It was their fucking morning show where they bring people on to pimp their books, and they'd be like, "Oh, so where did you get your love of football, Bill?" And she's like, "We ain't answering this shit. We're out." It's like, dude, they brought in the puff piece guy. Chill out.
I don't know these people, obviously. Yeah. So can you just let me know real quick? That lady and that man together, are they a couple?
Oh
yeah.
Yes, they're a couple.
Yeah. Okay. So there's an 8-year-old white guy and a 30-year-old, very good-looking woman, and Robbie's like, look at her eyes. It's like, no. He's doing fine. He's in absolutely fine.
He's not. I'm pretty sure she put him in a conservatorship behind his back. He looks like a hostage that he doesn't even know he's a hostage.
I get
Does
it.
she still touch his penis?
Does
she still touch his penis?
Worried about his safety
If so.
and stuff like that.
Well, this Pablo Torre story it's talking about injecting like ED drugs into him and shit. Like, but I get it. Like, Bill has been in football, I assume, since high school, like since he was a kid. And it's like it was immediately bang, bang. Now you're a coach and you're like diving deep into all this. And then he leaves the Patriots, gets divorced. And then it's like he's never had some hot young piece of ass just trying to fucking.
I don't know about that. Jeez,
you know, like,
he hasn't been married in a long time. He's probably had more than people know about. Just not a long-term committed thing like this.
Well, yeah. So when you're Don,
I don't know.
When you're 70, let me know if you're doing
76 and 24 is a little extreme on the age scale to me, but I don't know. Who am I?
It might be your best chance, Robbie, is when you're 74.
Are you saying I want to be rich someday? I'll take that as a compliment.
Or even if you just lost 74 pounds.
Oh my dude.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything that one. No matter what I say, something will happen.
Yeah, look, she comes across as certainly a very controlling, crazy person. I think another quote I saw from the Pablo Torre story was people said she's the worst person I've ever had to deal with, and I've dealt with sociopaths. So that's pretty damning information.
And I don't even like Paulo Torre that much, but you know,
he's all right.
He was good, and then he hitched his wagon with Bomani Jones, and boom, just by association, I started to hate him because he had a show with Bomani Jones.
I think he's all right. I think he's got a good sense of humor, and he's doing a look. If it's a big story, it's a big story, and it does
I
sound
hadn't
like
heard
a
his
big
name
story.
in years. I'm glad he got back in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one more thing you had, wasn't there, Robbie, or did you just go for
maybe
the
the
two?
American Pope, but that was more just like, do you want to talk about it? I didn't really have anything.
Oh, because I said we could talk. I said we could do all of that stuff.
You just want to find a reason to make me feel bad.
I'm interested. I want to talk about the American Pope.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
do it.
go
All right.
ahead,
This
Apple.
is some. No, you're in charge.
Eccles rants. Oh, I'm so angry. Don't talk to me, Aussie guy. There you go. Is that good?
The pineapple breaking down the Pope. Let's do it.
Wait, I didn't. Oh, what? All I know is he's an American Pope. There you go. I was
That's
just trying to encourage Robbie.
That's all I know.
I was trying to encourage Robbie with his topic. I was like, yeah, I'm interested in that.
I just know the white smoke came out the building, and all is good in the world.
I do find it funny though that the Cubs so there's the White Sox and the Cubs in Chicago. They're both Major League Baseball teams. The White Sox have been so bad for so long now that the Cubs, when they heard he was a baseball fan, they just tweet something out going, "We'd love to welcome our number one fan back to the ball." They tweeted something like, "We're so glad the Pope was our number one fan." They just assumed it. They never confirmed it. They were just like, "Well, we're so great. No one would ever be a White Sox fan." Came out, he is actually a White Sox fan. And somehow you'd think the White Sox would be like, "Oh, this is a great mitzvah. We have a diehard fan who's the Pope." But they were still getting made fun of because people were like, everyone just assumed you're so fucking bad. We just assumed the Pope would never be stupid enough to root for you guys. So everyone looked bad in this story.
Even the Pope can't fucking save the goddamn White Sox, man.
Yeah, I know.
Let's
Though
go
it is
there.
crazy. Some like guy who like Elon Musk level spectrum viewed like he went and rewatched all the World Series games that the White Sox were in, wondering maybe there'll be a camera scene of the Pope because the Pope claimed he was at one of the games. And sure enough, they found a half-second screenshot of the Pope after a home run cheering like this. It was pretty funny. Like,
thank God.
Yeah, I know. That's such a waste of time, but yeah.
Well, I guess
the White Sox games.
As the first Pope, I guess it was into baseball. I assume the others, maybe there was a soccer game or something. You know,
a cricket fan, maybe.
I don't know. I'm interested to know what childhood pastimes the former Pope that retired had, if you know what I mean. Ratzinger or whatever.
A BYB podcast has posted this twice.
You guys let the Nazi joke go completely over your head.
Yep. Thank God it wasn't black smoke. You can't handle that smoke.
That's racist smoke, baby.
Yeah. So thank you for posting that twice, Derek. Yeah, doxed. Fucking doxed. No, yeah. It is interesting to see a Pope that is from America. That is actually kind of interesting.
It's quite weird.
And and that was the only thing I found interesting about it at all.
Okay, well, good. Then why are you making me feel like shit for not preparing a whole bunch on the third topic, which is the American Pope?
Because you brought it up.
But you said, I said, do you find this interesting? And you said, sure.
I said we can do all those topics you suggested. You never said.
I ended it by saying if you find them interesting. And now you're admitting you don't find the Pope one interesting, but you're like,
whose fault is this?
Ruffle Robbie's feathers with it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Hey, Robbie, I'll give you an interesting Pope fact. I think he did go to San Antonio right before I moved there back in the 90s, and they built sniper towers out in that area, obviously for when he was speaking. So in high school, we used to get high in the Pope towers.
That's funny, actually.
Hughesy Entertainment, my man Hughesy. Derek versus Dean is my dream match. Hughesy loves the docs. And he got some double D's there with the docs. Oh, triple D's actually. When you add the word docs. But Derek could crush me because he's got the wheelchair, remote controlled, whatever. What would he fucking electrical powered, and he could just
Robot Wars.
Yeah, keep hammering my shins. Yeah, and I'd be fucked. You know what I mean? Actually, BYB Podcast has hit us on Super Tip. And he's got a steel toe voice for us.
You guys have any extra goo? I'm a connoisseur, as it were, if you will, a real goober.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Quad, for the $5. Appreciate it. That's very good. There's some extra goo. Sure, Robbie has got a lot in the bank.
A steel toe protein shake.
A spank bank, as you will, Robbie.
Yeah.
Robbie, what would you do if you was 70 years old with billions of pounds at your disposal and this 24-year-old young lady wanted to suck your dick every night?
That was a bad joke, and I realized you guys have a weird currency.
Mm-hmm.
Would you call her Jordan or Jordan?
I wouldn't be dating Jordan.
You're a lot of fun, Robbie. You're a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for that, pal.
I mean, if he's got billions, so here's the entertainment is here with his £2. Speaking of pounds, this is
worth more than dollars. Thank you.
Yeah, worth more than dollars, and on our way to the billions of pounds that we need to get Robbie a 24-year-old hot wife. Anyway, Quadfather is part machine. He's robo crap. I see what you did there, Hughesy. It's very, very funny. But no, if you're a billionaire, you could just like Robbie just be. No, I'm talking about you. If he said if you had billions of pounds, which is more than dollars, so it's almost trillions of dollars at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if you were that wealthy, you wouldn't need some psychopathic 24-year-old. You would just pay a new 24-year-old every single day to get the job done for you, right? Yeah, and all
you'd
those
have a 24-year-old assistant working for you, finding a 24-year-old for you every time, and just a new one every day.
You jumped in, Josh, before I could say all those twinks will love it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go, gay joke. Boom.
Yeah,
Got
there
it.
it is. Yeah, thank you.
Perfect.
Hughesy coming in with another £5. Thank you, Hughesy. Robbie is only good with back and forth when it comes to the buffet. classic style fat joke from Husey.
I feel like all the jokes that reference me, that I should be getting that money.
Oh, money, me.
Don't me, Echo. I hate your smile. It's very annoying.
Hey, your face.
Whoa.
Now you return, Robbie. What's yours?
What do you say? Something about my face?
Oh, you said something about your smile. He said something about your face. It's like tennis. Bam, bam.
This is like the Chad Zumach Ray DeVito roast battle.
Fuck you, Aussie guy. Don't put me in that.
All right, I think we've
Jesus Christ.
We've tortured Robbie enough at this
Thank
point.
God.
Good job with the Draymond Green.
We had to do it.
That was brilliant.
I liked it.
No, that was good. Yeah,
it was.
I enjoy shit on Draymond Green anytime. It helps him be an angry black.
Right. Yeah, that was good. I like the fact that they said the N-word 10 times in a row. That was good as well. Thank you, Robbie.
I don't think it'll be a strike. It'll be flagged and not.
I didn't. To be fair, when I watched it on my computer, it didn't play the music. It was really saying the N-word.
Well, it's a rap. They always say the N-word with an A. You're fine.
Robbie, it'll be fine. It's fine. I'll probably get one of the.
I'm sure I'll get a nasty email at 3 a.m. my time or DM from you.
You're gonna get street cred, Robbie.
It only gets
Robbie. How? Oh, sorry. Come.
It only gets taken down if it's like fucking NBC or WWE or whatever. Like that, I'll just get a message saying, "Hey, this music is copyrighted.
Mute it." Yeah.
Yeah. Or it'll just say it can't be played in some countries or some bullshit. Like, it'll be fine, Robbie. Don't stress. Echo, you've got Double Pint coming up with Rochi soon.
Oh,
and
God.
there is no more Joey C. So what is going on? I assume that show is dead.
Yes, it's
Joey
dead.
something?
Yeah, he died, mate. It's fucking brutal. He died a horrible death. He kept eating, and then he just died from being too fat. So yeah, it's shocking. Yes, we're doing best of. I assume so. We're doing the best of bits of Joey C. So we're going into his brother Samuel moments, and we're also covering Karmic X, who Aussie guy. Honestly, if you've not been paying any attention to, either check out some of Brandon Def's clips or just put it on because he streams about 12 hours a day just for a little bit. It's insane.
I've seen it. I've seen people jumping on it. I'm leaving it alone. I'll leave it to others.
You don't need to review it. You don't need to review it. Just watch it, I'm saying. Yeah.
No, I just want to, just while there's a break, BYB says, hit the like button. You finished your plugs, Echo? Or
yeah, Echo Pineapple. Come watch me, 2:00 Eastern. There you go. Sorry, mate. I just got interrupted by the like button, so I forgot what I was doing. Sorry.
Josh, tell everyone about what you're doing this week for work.
This week, the boss is away, so I shall play. No, I'll be back at it, one-man crew, doing my thing, but if you're looking for me later today, I'll be at Robbie's favorite place, Skyline, having lunch for Mother's Day.
So will I next week. Going to God country.
Jesus, look at this.
Can we clip this?
Skyline got him excited.
I know.
Fucking hell.
Can someone clip and send it to me, please? I need that. I need the Robbie shuffle.
Well, you can clip it yourself for me.
No, I'm not watching this. Jesus Christ.
It's Skyline Chili. I mean, I'll give you a timestamp. It's 1 hour, 28 minutes.
If anyone knows who the Skyline Chili admin is, that's my that's one of my goals is to get Skyline Chili to follow me on X. That'd be great.
All right, everyone. If you can get Skyline Chili to follow Robbie on X, I don't know what we'll do. We'll get Robbie to eat it live on stream. There we go.
Yes.
I'll take some.
How many conies can Robbie fit in his mouth?
Robbie will eat Skyline Chili live on stream for some ASMR. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Can I Uber Eats you some food, Robbie, from that place? and you can do it as a members only.
400 miles away from me. It's only in the Midwest.
Yeah, but just
right,
Josh
damn
can
it.
send him
Right.
the canned version. Or
Yeah, I can
Let's
get him.
not. Just order someone, drive to Oregon, and put it in your
No,
passport.
fuck that shit. No, too much.
Right,
Too
just
much
Josh send me Skyline Chili. We can send it to.
Yeah, but I'm talking like the authentic restaurant made.
Yeah, all right, but fucking Robbie. Jesus Christ! Hit the
Pint
plugs.
double pint.
Hit your plugs, Robbie.
Oh, are you mad at me?
I'm
Just disappointed.
Exhausted.
Mm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Official USA Pod on X. You can follow me at Mariner Robbie on X, and you can see photos of me eating Skyline Chili starting next week.
All right.
You're doing it on stream. Anyway, I got nothing to plug.
You defeated Aussie guy this time. Well done.
You have flustered him.
Unlike Aussie guy, when I fluster Aussie, I feel bad. When he does, he takes sick pride in it.
No, I was just sitting here thinking, going, what do I plug? Like I got this is it. This is what I do.
Next
Don't
week.
you do what's your handle?
Come back next week.
Well, I mean,
That's
yeah,
what
subscribe to Echo Pineapple for What's Your Handle every Sunday morning. But yeah, otherwise, just come back here next week, 9:30 a.m. And on Twitter, I'm at that sussy guy. Just imagine that Aussie guy and put an S where the A should be. We'll catch you next time on United States of Australia.
Your milkers were popping today, baby.